Here we go!
Welcome to the Nintendo Power Zone, guys. It's your boy, Nice1983, with a brand new unboxing video. And if you guys have been watching the last 3 videos, we went ahead and we have been unboxing the Mario+Rabbids Kingdom Battles figures. Well, I got my hands on the final figure in the set, Rabbid Peach. So I am super excited to go ahead and do this unboxing for you. I have loved the 3 figures that came before this one, and I love this game. This might be my favorite game of 2017, excluding Breath of the Wild. And there have been a crap ton of great Switch games, but there's something extraordinarily charming about this specific game. So I'm really happy they released a set of collectibles for this. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get started with Rabbid Peach. Alright, so taking a look at the front of the box, not a whole lot has changed here. The only major difference here is the box is pink and a little bit of text. So up in the left hand corner of the box, it has the Mario+Rabbids Kingdom Battle logo. Over to the right of that, it says Rabbid Peach. At the bottom corner of the box, it says UBICOLLECTIBLES. And at the bottom right corner, you have the official Nintendo licensed product seal. And that's pretty much it. In dead center, you have this great look at Rabbid Peach. And right off the bat, you can see that this figure has a lot of character built into the design. So let's just go ahead, let's take a look at the rest of the box. Alright, looking at the right side of the box, this is an awesome picture. Look at Rabbid Peach just sitting there smirking, taking herself a selfie, and that is just freaking hilarious. And that is so much of what the character does in game. Rabbid Peach is really self-absorbed, and she is always taking selfies at inappropriate times. She is the epitome of like the selfie chick, and it's hilarious. It's really hilarious, and she's actually one of the best characters in the game, if not for just the interactions she has with Peach. And just want to throw this out there, guys, if you're playing this game, anytime you can get Rabbid Peach and Peach in a cutscene, it's awesome. It literally is. She even has her own cutscenes that are exclusive to her, so you guys need to make sure you play with Rabbid Peach as much as possible, just for the hilarity that will ensue with her. Anyway, guys, back to the box. You got the logos, you got this store.ubi.com, you have the UBICollectibles, and the Facebook symbol. So go ahead and check it out on Facebook. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn the box over and take a look at the back. Alright, guys, let's go ahead, take a look here at the back of the box, and of course you have the logo again, you have the Rabbid Peach symbol, you have this great picture of the 3D model of this figure itself. And I love the fact that they do this. They actually show you how they got to this figure itself by using a 3D model right here on the box, and it looks really clean. These are poses that you find in the game as well, which that's something that really makes me happy. You can definitely see Rabbid Peach doing this within the course of the game. Anyway, guys, my favorite part of the box, let's go ahead and read this description right here in the upper right hand corner. Easily bored and sassy, Rabbid Peach is a fighter princess. She is convinced that she is the most beautiful and fearsome hero on the battlefield. She never misses an occasion to take a selfie, even in the most dire of situations. This very combative hero is also a proficient healer in combat, while always keeping an eye on her beloved Mario. Great description for the character, that really is. And she is kind of obsessed with Mario, especially when Peach is in the vicinity. Like I said, guys, whenever Peach and Rabbid Peach share screen time in a cutscene, it is freaking hilarious, with Rabbid Peach being very dismissive of Peach herself. And I just think that's the greatest thing that they could have done for this character within the course of this game. It really just adds up to a lot of hilarity. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn this box over, so we'll be right back. Alright, guys, here it is, last side of the box, and I love this picture. I love this picture. You have Rabbid Peach and Peach snapping a selfie together. And this is great. You have Peach doing her V for victory symbol. You have Rabbid Peach just kind of being sassy, stunting for the camera. It is what it is, but I love it. It's a great picture, and you just see how different these two are. Whereas Peach is more just like, hey, V for victory. You got Rabbid Peach who's like, the look on her face is just straight sassy. Outside of that, you see the similarities between their costumes, with Rabbid Peach clearly cosplaying as Princess Peach. It's just freaking hilarious. I love this character in the game. She definitely has the most character of the 4 Rabbids that are playable within the game. Anyway, guys, it's time to go ahead and get Rabbid Peach unboxed. Alright, guys, here it is, out of the box Rabbid Peach, and just check it out. Out of all of the Rabbid figures that have come out, I have to say that this one looks the most detailed. She's also really hefty. I didn't mention this in the other videos, but Rabbid Luigi and Rabbid Mario were much lighter than the Rabbid Yoshi. But the Rabbid Peach figure really puts a lot of that heft back on, and it has to do with the sculpt. With the Rabbid Yoshi, he has the biggest gun, so it adds heft to the sculpt. With the Rabbid Peach here, she has so much hair that it just adds a lot of heft, and she's really back heavy. This is the only figure that will not stand without its base, so it's important to note that you need to keep this figure on the base. But yeah, loved the hair design. The sculpt, it's like it's flowing in the wind, and the sculpt is really well done. You see a lot of fine detail in the hair. Aside from that, the crown also looks really fantastic, but what really stands out is her half shirt dress with the emerald in the center. There are 2 things that really stand out to me though. The first one being obviously the cell phone, where she's taking a selfie of herself. It is straight out of the game, and it's got the rabbit ears and everything. I love that. Now the only issue I have with the cell phone is that the rabbit ears themselves are pretty cheaply made in comparison to the rest of the figure, so you're going to want to take care because they might just snap off if you're a little too rough on this figure, so definitely be careful with this. And the other thing to know is the sculpt of the blaster on her arm. It has hair. It is a fuzzy gun, and it's just a detail that I didn't notice in game that I'm noticing here in the 3D sculpt of this figure. It is so awesome to see the attention to detail that just got put into this figure itself. And all of the figures have that with going for them, but this figure is the one that showcases that the best in my opinion. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at it from a different angle. Alright, guys, looking at the figure from this angle, you see the camera a little bit better. Well, the camera phone a little bit better. You see that she's got her arm raised straight up, taking that selfie. You get a nice look at the crown, but you get a really good look at her hair, and you can see all the sculpt work that goes into her hair, and that's just really awesome, and I really appreciate that kind of attention to detail on a figure like this. You kind of paying a lot for these guys, especially if you're getting the whole set at 40 bucks a pop. You're spending money, so you definitely want to make sure that you're getting your values worth, and I do think these figures bring that with their sculpt work. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and flip the figure over again. Alright, guys, back of the figure, and you get a great look at the rabbit ears, but you see the hair in all its full glory. That blonde hair that Rabbid Peach is rocking. You see how it's flowing in the wind. Looks really cool. Aside from that, you get a better look at her arm cannon, and you see that her arm cannon has ears and a pink barrel. It's just all together really well designed, and I'm really loving Rabbid Peach. I didn't think I wanted this figure, but when I realized it was the hardest one of the 4 to get, I had to have it. So now she's part of my collection, and my set is complete. I think I'm going to have to move on to the mini versions of these figures now. Alright, guys, here it is, the last side of the figure, and you just get a really nice look at the blaster. All that detail right there. You see how fuzzy it is. They did a really good job of conveying that. But guys, it's comparison time, so don't go anywhere. So here they all are, all 4 figures laid out on the table. Rabbid Mario, Rabbid Peach, Rabbid Luigi, and Rabbid Yoshi. And you guys have to admit that these all look sick standing side by side. These are some of the best collectibles of 2017. They are absolutely fantastic. I just love it. And when you stand them side by side, they are amazing. And it only hurts that Ubisoft didn't release a classic Mario, classic Luigi, classic Yoshi, and a classic Peach so that you could put those figures next to these. Because guess what? Ubisoft did a great design of recreating the Mario models. So why didn't they just get that licensing handle so that they could release another set of 4 figures? That would have been truly epic to have a figure with Mario with that arm cannon and all that. Oh, it just hurts. It just hurts to not have those figures. But it is so incredibly awesome to have these 4 figures that it almost makes up for it. I can't wait to display these next to some of my classic Mario toys because they're going to fit right in. The Rabbid as Nintendo characters truly fit in, and I absolutely love it. But guys, it's time to go ahead and move into score time, so let's go ahead and get that done. Alright guys, it is score time. My favorite time. Why? Because I get to tell you whether or not something is actually worth your hard-earned money. So, as per usual, let's go ahead and start with the appearance of Rabbid Peach. Rabbid Peach physically might be the best of the bunch. The amount of design work that she has. She's got her little cell phone with the rabbit ear cell phone case, taking that selfie, that arrogant selfie that Rabbid Peach is known to do within the game. It's such a cool touch to the character, and there's no way you could have released a collectible without her in this kind of pose. She needs to be taking a selfie because it's such a big part of the character in the game. Rabbid Peach is so self-absorbed that she is always taking these selfies. You need to have her doing that within this sculpt. Aside from that, the hair, I love the hair. I love how long and flowy it is. And there's a lot of design work in the sculpt of the hair. They just did a really phenomenal job of sculpting this hair. Aside from that, the cannon that's on her arm, it's fuzzy. And they went through the effort of sculpting the fuzz. Whereas all the other characters have like smoothed out, like metallic weapons, hers has just this fuzzy texture that looks really well. Credit to UBICOLLECTIBLES for sculpting something that detailed. And that's a detail that I didn't even notice in the game, that this cannon was hairy. So again, one of the times where I'm noticing that the sculpt of these statues just really shows you how in depth the game actually is. Aside from that, I love the smugness of the character's face. She's got that smirk that just makes me laugh, and it's perfect because this is the funniest character in the game. She like I said, she's the character with the most personality, and I love it. Aside from that, I'm just gonna go ahead and give this figure a 10 for its appearance. Now let's go ahead and talk about its pixel-to-plastic translation. This thing, yet again, phenomenal. Looks straight out of the game. This is sick. Like just the costume right out of the game, the hair right out of the game, the cell phone with the rabbit ear cell phone case is perfect. This is the character that we see in the game, 100%. They just got it right, and I cannot believe how much I love this figure. They did another bang-up job. So again, from pixel to plastic, this thing gets another perfect 10. So for its final score, it gets a 10 out of 10. This is the best freaking toy line I have reviewed all year. Perfect scores for 4 separate figures. That says a lot about the quality that UBICOLLECTIBLES is, bringing its fans. So guys, you can't just get one of these. If you're gonna get them, you're best getting the whole set because they're really worth it. They're made of that high quality plastic. They have great sculpt work, and if you love this game, they are the most perfect representation from pixel to plastic I have seen in a long time. I know I said the Jack Specific splatter shot blaster was damn near perfect, but they took some design liberties with that blaster so that it could have real world functionality to it, which alter the appearance of that gun. It's still my favorite toy of 2017. That doesn't take it away, but there were some design liberties that needed to be taken. With these guys right here, they are straight out of the game, like right down to their poses. You can find these poses within the course of the game, which makes it an even better pixel to plastic translation than any other toy that I've seen in a long time. So yes guys, 10 out of 10. It gets our official Nintendo Power Zone seal of quality. If you haven't picked these up, I suggest you do. If you haven't played Mario+Rabbids on the Switch, you gotta do it. It's just a game that will make you laugh, and it is damn charming. I don't care if you don't like the Rabbids, you need to give this game a try because it's just that damn good. But anyway guys, it's time for me to let you go, but before I do, Gotta hit you up with these social media links. You can hit me up on Twitter at nice193. You can email me at nice193@gmail.com. You can hit me up on Facebook, facebook.com/Nintendo Power Zone. If you're a fan of the Nintendo Power Zone podcast, you can always download new episodes on iTunes, Google Play Music, stream new episodes on Stitcher Radio. But if you want to catch the show live, you can catch us right here on YouTube, youtube.com/Nintendo Power Zone. That's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, watch out for amiibo hunters on the prowl. Deuces.
Here we go!